The timing of this video is interesting. I just finished streaming about an hour and a half ago, and I only just started filming this video. So I'm just gonna go into like my experience with being an introvert and being really tired after talking. So I've as long as I can remember, I've always felt the need to go socialize outside and talk to people, and I've always felt like it's really important to do so. I've always felt like I needed to. And every single time that I've ever wanted to go out and socialize and talk to people, every time I dreaded the idea of actually going and doing it. Every single time, whenever I socialize, as soon as I come home or as soon as I'm done, I feel extremely tired. And it's just like my just general motivation for the rest of the day disappears. I'll kind of just be rotting for the rest of the day until I can fall asleep and get my energy back for the next day. So this has kind of been a thing forever, especially with like classes and going out to visit people just in real life. I always feel so tired, and I dread the idea of having to go out and socialize. And even just the idea of planning a meetup or like planning to go hang out with people, I just feel so... I just dread it. It is so hard for me to do it. And it's like kind of something that I've been dealing with forever. It's really weird to me. Because I genuinely really do enjoy talking to people. I really have fun, and I do love socializing. But then there comes to a point where in the middle of talking to someone, or like, you know, I've been hanging out with people for a while, it comes to a point where I just don't even, like, I physically can't pay attention anymore. It's like this weird, like, feeling where I'm trying to pay attention to what this person's saying to me, and I'll sit there and I'll listen, but none of their words are like actually making sense to me. It's just like I'm hearing noise. It's just white noise to me. It's so strange. And this happens every time without fail. Every time I'm talking to someone, after a couple hours or after a couple of you know, just like, I guess it is a couple of hours of hanging out, I'll just get into this zone where I can't pay attention. And then all I'm thinking about is like, okay, when can I go home? When am I able to lay down? When am I able to like nap? It's just constant. And I think this might tie into the fact that I have ADHD, and I've had ADHD, or like I got diagnosed not too long ago, and I've been like learning more about like how it's affected me, and I think it definitely affects my ability to socialize, because especially with what I'm talking about, where I kind of like, I'm not able to focus on a conversation. When I've talked to someone for too long, I like kind of just start focusing on everything except for them. Like, oh, when am I gonna go home? Oh, what's that? What's this? Like, oh, wow, is that like 12 o'clock now? Like, any random possible distraction just gets me every time. And I think it is just definitely something that I've had like with ADHD. I don't know if people kind of experience this as like normal, like non-ADHD introverts, I guess. But yeah, that's just kind of how I've always lived with like talking to people. I just always end up in this weird spot where I can't pay attention, and then I'll like dread talking, and I'll feel bad all the time because I know that I'm meant to like, you know, listen to what they're saying, and I feel bad when I don't, but I just physically can't. I just sit there and I'm not able to. And this is like what I was saying at the start of this video with how I feel after streaming. I'm kind of in a similar situation. So I finished streaming, you know, an hour and a half ago roughly, and I felt so tired after the stream. And this is something that happens to me mid-stream as well sometimes, where I'll sit there and think about like, oh, when am I gonna end stream? Like, is it soon? Should I end stream now? But like, actually, I'm not that tired. Like, I still probably want to play the game. Like, maybe I should just keep like, it's this like constant back and forth in my head that just happens non-stop. And eventually, after it comes to a point where I'm like, okay, enough, I just need to end stream. I'm not like focused on the stream anymore. Like, I'm just streaming for the sake of streaming. I'll end stream. And then like even today, I did the exact same thing. I was sitting playing RSG today, and I was like at a point where I was just kind of getting like, you know, overwhelmed with like having to talk about like everything that I'm doing, and I was just tired. And I'm sitting there like, do I have to end stream? Is it really important for me to end stream right now? I can just wait a bit longer, like let me stream a bit more. And then it's just like the overall quality of my stream obviously dips because I'm not really interacting anymore. I'm not talking as much. I'm kind of tired, and I've always had to deal with this. And this is something that factors into when I actually click the go live button. So like, for those who don't know, OBS essentially is just like the program I used to stream, and there's just one button. It just clicks start streaming, and it just immediately starts streaming like whatever it's like selected to stream. And it is so hard for me to like click that button sometimes. I'll just feel so overwhelmed by it because I know that as soon as I've clicked it, I'm gonna have to start talking for like upwards of 6-7 hours. That was an unintentional joke. Fuck me. I'm just gonna have to start talking non-stop. Well, not non-stop, but I'm gonna be actively talking for that entire time. And I don't know, I just feel like so overwhelmed by it. I get like, I dread going live, I delay it, I like try to avoid it sometimes, and it's really hard because I really enjoy streaming, and that's what's always bugged me about being an introvert. I really enjoy talking to people, and I really enjoy streaming, and I really enjoy all of these things, but I just can't bring myself to do it sometimes. I'll sit there and just think, you're gonna feel really tired afterwards, or you're gonna be really like exhausted, and you're gonna want to sleep, and you're gonna like ruin the rest of your day, and it like without fail, even though I want to, I'll just struggle, and it's so strange. I really don't get it that well. But yeah, I don't know, I've like always lived with it, and like again, I think ADHD might have like something to do with it potentially, like just with how I feel about everything. Like I'm just distracted, I'll try to find excuses. Like when I'm trying to go live, like I'll try to think of other things to do instead of going live because I know that I'm gonna be tired. And I mean, I don't know, maybe it's making it a lot like harder for me, and like maybe a lot of this isn't about being an introvert and it's more about the fact that I have ADHD, but I don't know, it's strange. So I kind of like fumbled this terrain. I don't have like health, and now I have to bridge 1,000,000 blocks, and it's kind of stupid. Hold on, I need to lock in. Yeah, I've always, I've heard of people like saying, oh, I need to like recharge my social battery. And I've always related to this. It's like, it's just like the actual perfect description of how I feel whenever I talk, or like, oh, I overshot, whoopsie. Whenever I talk to people or go live or anything, that's just how I've always felt. Like, as soon as I finish talking, or as soon as I get to that point, I'll literally sit there and wait, like I did today, for example, with after stream. I just sat on my chair, I watched like an episode of my show, and I waited until I was like a little like more energized, I guess, to actually record this video. Even though I wanted to record it immediately after stream, and right now it's like 1:30 a.m. And like I feel kind of tired based off of that as well, but it's like two different kind of like eepiness levels, if that makes sense. It's like I'm socially tired or I'm physically tired, and being socially tired is like a different kind of timer to me. Even though I can like nap, or I feel tired enough to nap, like I'm tired on like multiple levels. It's like kind of strange. So I've like choked this. This was like sub 8 pace and it's already 8 minutes. What the hell happened? Ah, where am I going? God. Is it here? What is going on? What is this now? This is a wacky ravine. Oh my god, I'm like 1 HP. It's here, it's here. Go. Okay, it's fine. Probably like a 1 eye. Okay, it was. We're good. Alright, cool. Room. Yeah, I think like, I hope like this kind of relates to people with this experience. Like, I hope I'm not the only one in the world that has it like this, but I'm sure I'm not. But I hope this like kind of was interesting to hear about, because I know there's so many people that don't have it like this and can actually just like get more awake, or like, you know, they have more energy after like talking to people, and I could not even fathom that. It's crazy to me. This is like an interesting perspective on how I kind of function as a person. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this was interesting. Yeah, as I said, I'll see you all in the next one.